Alright, welcome back to the trail with Mushy the Cowboy Cook. Well, Christmas is over. Not only are you trying to throw away all your wrapping paper and whatnot and clean up, you also have leftovers. Perhaps your ham, Christmas ham. Hopefully you tried my famous or almost famous Christmas ham trash can style, and that's what you ate for Christmas and everyone enjoyed it. Now if you got some ham left over, I've got a recipe for you, a hash brown casserole with ham in it. Normally I fix this hash brown casserole with just some bacon and no ham and use it more as a side dish. But you can bump it up and make it more of an entree by adding in some cooked ham. So let's get into the video. Alright, for the hash brown casserole, I've got 2 cups of sour cream, 2 cups of cheddar cheese, and put the rest of the sour cream in there. Now, like I said, I have done this as a side dish in the past, but since I've got some Christmas canned ham, trash canned ham left over, I wanted to kind of turn this into a entree. 1 can of cream and mushroom soup, and while you're waiting for everything, your fire and whatnot, you need to let your hash browns thaw out. I've got 4 strips of bacon already cooked and chopped up in here. Give this a quick little stir, get it a little bit mixed up. And then I got 1 stick of butter melted. And then you need 1 package, about 30 ounces of hash brown potatoes thawed out. And try and get out any moisture that you can, because that's just moisture you got to try and cook out. If you don't, that's why you want to thaw them out. I've already got some potatoes in here. Put the rest in here. Now on the shredded cheese, like I said, you have 2 cups, but half a cup you're going to put to the side, so you'll have 1.5 cups in the dish to start with. Now I'm not going to put any salt, but if you want to, put about half a teaspoon. I am going to put in pepper. I'm going to put in 3/4 of a tablespoon of pepper. Just kind of eyeball it. I personally like a little more pepper than I do the salt. And I may come back and do a little more pepper before I bake it. Now I do have my 16-inch Dutch oven heating up. Just like inside, you want to preheat your oven. I won't get this to 350 to start with, but I am just warming it up. Like I've told you in the past, when we talk about preheating your Dutch oven, you're not trying to get up to the temperature you're going to be baking at. You're just trying to get up closer to that so your dish isn't sitting in there cold forever until the iron gets hot, and then starts baking. Now if you're going to bake it inside, you need to bake it at 375 for about 45 minutes. So you just want to mix up everything except half a cup of cheese. Now I'm going to add a cup and a half of diced trash can ham that I cooked for Christmas. Now I'll incorporate that. Between the bacon and the ham, I feel like it's going to be salty enough. Whenever you actually eat it, you can always put more salt in it if you want to. But just incorporate the ham. And then you want to spray a 9 by 13 inch pan. Now a 9 by 13 inch pan will not fit in my Dutch oven. So I've got a 9 by 9. And I've got another little pan I'm going to use as well, so I'll do 2 rounds of baking, or what I could always do is have 2 Dutch ovens going. Now you could stuff the rest of this in here, but I think it's going to take just too long to cook, being extra thick as far as putting all of this in one pan. So I'm going to divide it up. But just spray your pans real good. So I'm going to get this one Dutch oven cooking. I just got to throw the lid on it, and I'll bring you back and show you as it's cooking, and then come back as we give it a taste and see what you think. Alright, it's been about 15 to 20 minutes or so. Still got a little ways to go, but coming together. Starting to brown up on the edges a little bit. One thing I did forget to tell you, take that half cup of cheese sitting to the side and sprinkle it over the top before you put it in the oven. I happened to catch it after I turned the camera off and stuck it in the Dutch oven, so I just opened it back up and popped it in there right quick. So it's coming along. Alright, the hash brown casserole with trash can ham is ready. Now, I cooked it for about 40-45 minutes right in there. And then I took the Dutch oven off the bottom heat and kept the top heat on because I wanted to brown the top a little bit more. Lots of times in a Dutch oven, that's what you have to do, because you're trying to, you normally start out with, well, you always cook with less heat on the bottom, but the whole thing cooks so quickly that you're trying to brown the top. That's typically the last thing that happens when you are cooking, as you should know. So let me get the pan out of the oven. As you see, looks very nice. In fact, it's sliding right in the pan. Smells good. Can really smell that cheese. Nice and hot on a day right after Christmas, or a couple days after Christmas, when you're trying to take, if you happen to start taking down your trees and stuff like that, decorations. This is a quick, easy meal that you can put together, as well as use up some of the leftovers from Christmas, particularly the trash can ham. The bacon, I've never done it with bacon actually, but I do like the bacon in it, and in fact I like the ham too. I've always used the mushroom gravy. A lot of recipes you'll see call for cream of celery or cream of chicken, which you can do all that. You can even put extra mushrooms or other vegetables in it, especially if you're going to kick it up a notch and do it more of an entree, or as the whole dish, more of a casserole. You could put some other vegetables in it too. I like that crustiness that forms on the bottom and the top and on around the edges. I've always been a fan of that. Most of that comes from the cheese. And if you watched my video of Thanksgiving leftovers, where I did the In-N-Out cheese and turkey grilled sandwich, where that cheese really was knocked up several notches by grilling it on the having it on the outside of the bread whenever you cooked it. And to me, this dish has kind of always been that way, especially putting cheese on top and having cheese all through the dish. And whenever you cook it, the outer edges really will crisp up. So give it a try, especially whether you make ham the traditional way or trash can style ham. Hold some back and make this dish. Very good. Give it a try. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video on the hash brown casserole with Christmas trash can ham. Like I said, hopefully you cooked it in a trash can if you had a ham. Just something different to do. If you like videos like this, I have a couple more, at least one more, maybe two more, coming out of ways to use up Christmas leftovers. So if you like videos like this, please subscribe if you haven't already. like it, share it, and ring the bell. Mushy the Cowboy Cook will see you down the trail.